Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sorting out the eaves for the roofers. Now what we've got going on the eave is what we call a sprocket piece. This is a very traditional piece of work and it forms the kick and also the plumb cut, and it gives us a nice decent width soffit as well. And we've got a solid bridging through the bottom which we've already put in. This stops anything getting into the roof space of course, but we're also going to ventilate the roof space by putting a vent strip on top of that solid noggin. The sprocket piece comes with the corner of that, and then when we felt over the top, the air can actually get up into the roof space as well. Now this job today is just going to be making these up and fixing these on, okay? So there's a lot of them to do. I've got 66 to make, they're all exactly the same. I'm literally using offcuts from the roof. And one thing I like about that is the fact that we don't really throw anything away. It just gets reused as small items like this. So I'm going to set myself up. I've got to stick the stuff in the van because I've only used battery tools on this particular job. It's too far to run a lead. So I'm going to go up near the dwelling, run a lead, set my saws up because I need to use a table saw for these and get these all ripped out. So that's what I'm going to get on and do. It's one of those jobs that looks quite a lot. I've got 4 sides like this to do. I've also got the hip dents to do, but once you get stuck into it and get a process going, then it does speed things up no end. And then it's just a matter of coming and fixing them all on. 10, 20, 30, 30, 60, 62, 62. So I've got plenty of timbers made up ready now to make our sprocket pieces. And to do this safely, I'm going to be using some OSB. Just unplugged my saw. That's it. Now the basic idea is this. I'm going to be wanting to make a jig that I can put in one of my pieces, pass it through and let it fall out the other end. And the first thing I'll do is, I want to keep it away from the fence as well, is I'll just simply put a parallel cut through, then I'll line that up with the cut, I'll draw around the back and here and I'll cut that out, and then I can just literally have like a section out that I can just drop one in every time and rip it off. So this is the actual sprocket I need. So let's just put a parallel cut in first. I think I'll move these other ones out the way. Made enough to about 70, just in case I put one on, I don't like the look of it, or it's got any defects. I've always got a couple of spare without getting the saw out and going through all of this process again, which would take as long as to do a couple as it would to do a whole load. Right, so stick the plug back in, turn it back on, give it a little rip. Right, I'm going to draw around that and cut that out. There. So I'm going to do that on the saw as well. Move these other few out of the way. So there we have just a very simple way of holding our work securely. That's it. We'll use that jig to cut out all of our work. So that's the result, a big pile of sprocket pieces, all exactly the same. What I need to do now is get them back onto that scaffold and get them fixed on the bottoms of those rafter feet. So yeah, by making up this simple sled to hold them exactly against the fence so they all get ripped through, it just saves a lot of time. Now this is something you need to be pretty experienced with a table saw for, because table saws can be really dangerous. You see I use a push stick to hold them, but even still, just the nature of pushing something through that's not running parallel to the fence, it wants to pull the other way. So you just need a lot of experience, just take great care. And of course the chop saw makes those beautiful plumb cuts absolutely perfectly as well. That's it, crack on. This is the last side that I've got to put the sprockets on and the tilting fillet, so I thought it'd be useful if I actually film this in real time. There will be a separate video, or this will be in a video all on its own, because I thought it's quite useful for you to see how long this would take.